this video, I want to show you how the shaping works on my Sunshine and Tea shawlette. And it's made out of a pattern that has these individual leaf motifs that are arranged on a semicircle. And it starts here with the cast on, and now we're moving up. So the first repeat is just following a chart all the way across, and we have these leaves that go all the way across. And then we have some leaves that continue, so the repeat of the pattern continues up again, and some leaves disappear and turn into just a single stitch of ribbing. And that's what makes the shaping of the motif, because we're decreasing there and not bringing any new stitches in. So every time we get rid of a leaf, the shawl gets smaller. And that's how we start from the cast on and work to that center point of the semicircle. So I was going to chart the whole thing out, but it was just ridiculously huge. So instead, I made this little leaf placement diagram. And if you look at it in the pattern, you'll see that there's symbols here for tiers. And each symbol is either the bottom half of a leaf, which shows a U with a number in it, and that's the bottom half of a leaf, which is a U shape. The number tells you how many stitches are in that leaf. And the top half of the leaf is a point. So here, the one I'm pointing to is in the very corner, bottom half, top half. So that's tier 1 and 1A, tier 1 and 1A. The second column starts with the point. You see how it starts with the point there? And these you set up by following the chart. So this first tier, 1 and 1A, is no shaping in the shawl. It's just worked straight according to the chart, repeated all the way across. Then when we get to the top of tier 1A, you can see some of the leaves disappear and turn into a gray square. And here in the key it says 1 knit remains. So those leaves don't continue up. If I let you follow up here in the knitting, you can see this leaf, after I finish it and it decreases down to 1 stitch, it stays 1 stitch. And the same thing happens here. And then later it happens again here and here. And all of these things are marked on this diagram. So each of these tiers is showing you a half of a repeat. And you can match it up to your shawl by looking at the actual shape of the leaf and counting how many leaves you have. So like here we have bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, and we're up to tier 3A. It's the third leaf from the edge. So 1, 2, 3. Bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, and then I'm going to go off the video, bottom, top. And that's how this is worked. This is the center of the shawl. So you can put a marker in that area and know where it's the center, and it's a mirror image on both sides. So that's how this diagram works. And when you get up further, you'll notice that some of the leaves don't have 9 stitches anymore. They only increase to 7 stitches or 5 stitches. And that's another way I worked to get fewer stitches into the shawl to keep the overall number getting smaller. And then the only actual decreases that occur are right in the center when you get near the top, near the center, when you're finishing off. For the rest of the shawl, the stitches disappear by leaves going down to 1 stitch, and then later, I'll slide this around and show you, some of the leaves, they don't have 9 stitches in them anymore. They only have, say, 7 stitches, or up near the very top, we have these tiny leaves that only increase to 5 stitches. So that is how the shaping is done. And here, right when we're finishing, when we're coming down and we're getting fewer and fewer stitches, are those decreases that I showed you on the yellow column in the middle of that leaf placement diagram.